guys, it's Jordan from Jordan OK Review. Welcome back. Today we'll be talking about Hisenior Okavango. Yeah, if you guys know Hisenior, a brand that came out with the Mega 5P, Mega 5 EST. So this time, finally they come up with a name of a place. Okay, just not like Mega 5 something, but I still prefer the Mega 5 series. Okay, so this is Okavango, a place, a real place in the world. You can Google it itself. They say that, so they named this IEM Okavango so that you can have Oasis kind of sound. Okay, so it's a place for you to like enjoy music. It's relaxed and just felt that it's very nice, nice place for you to listen to music. Okay, I guess this is the way that they try to give it out to the public. So quite poetic to me. Okay, quite poetic. And the shape of the IEM, the color choice that they made is also very matching to the name they're given to it. So let's talk about the build first. Okay, this is a 1+6 hybrid IEM, so 1DD 6BA. And looking at the shell, I would say this is some people might love it, some might hate it. Okay, so it's in green. Okay, it's in green, then have this wooden design, okay, on it. And this is the stock mode. Okay, this is a default stock mode. I think if you go to their main page, you can choose your own faceplate, your own design as well if you don't really like it. Okay, so for me, this green is a little bit awkward. Okay, so for me, I would call it the grandmother kind of jade color, so a bit awkward. But for you guys, I know that some people really like green, like the color of nature. So green, yeah, welcome. Or if not, then maybe you can go to their website and choose the design of your own. So you can change the color of the shell as well as your preferred faceplate. So let's talk about the physical aspect of this IEM. The shell, I would say that is medium big. Okay, medium big. It's not the smallest IEM out there, but it's forgivable because it's 1+6 configuration. Quite a lot of stuff that need to stuff it in. Also, they have the tuning switches as well. 2 tuning switches again. So of course, one is for bass, one is for treble, and we talk about it later. And the overall, I would say that the tuning of this IEM is around warm, okay, with technical. Okay, a bit warm plus technical. Don't know whether does it make any sense or not. Okay, so and before that, I also would like to just talk about the cable. Yeah, the cable is a disaster. Okay, it took me quite a lot of time to just untangle the cable, and I don't really like fabric cable like a lot of you do. Okay, because fabric cable just happens to tangle very easily, and it don't really look very premium. Yeah, so I just swap up to another normal inexpensive kind of SPC cable, then the whole thing just looks a bit better now. So in terms of outlook, okay, because I never go for the color, so green with this cable for me is no. So but some of you might find it lovable. Okay, depends on your preference or your taste. And like I said, back to the tuning of this IEM, I would say that it's warm, at the same time it's also technical. Okay, technical, bright. How do I say it? Is because it's bright, okay, at the same time that it is also warm. So I think that it's quite a V-shaped kind of IEM it has a lot of bass, okay, a lot of mid bass as well, especially if you turn on the switches. If you turn on a bass switch, you get even more bass, but the bass is, I would say, uncontrolled. Okay, a bit uncontrolled, so don't touch the bass switch unless we really needed an earthquake in your music. So then you may turn on the bass switch, but if not, when it comes in stock, the default mode, it already have quite a decent amount of bass, and it is, I would say that it's quite thick sounding. Okay, it's quite thick sounding. The mids, okay, most of my review out there, I say that the mids usually are clean and crisp. Okay, but finally a set, okay, that is not, okay, it's not, this a little bit, I would say, have that mid bass bleeding into the mids by a little bit, but it does help adding like thickness into the IEM itself, adding some warmth into the IEM. So I say that this IEM is quite thick and warm, but at the same time, okay, it has quite a lot of treble. Yeah, a lot of treble. So upper mid-range is not very pronounced, okay, you won't get very forward vocal, okay, you won't get like the out of your face, shoved to your face kind of vocal, but it's alright, okay, it's alright. Just for me, a little bit overwhelmed by the bass and treble. That's why they bump up the treble by a little bit to like compensate with the amount of bass. The treble to me is a little bit too much for me, but maybe not for you guys, okay. Like I say, I'm okay with upper mid-range, okay, but I'm not okay with excessive kind of treble. So the treble on this set, just to me, need a little bit of refinement, okay, because although it will give you quite a lot of detail retrieval, okay, for a 1+6, the detail on this is quite good, okay, it's quite good, give you quite a lot of new micro and macro nuances, but to me, it just felt to me a little bit too sort of forcefully given to you in a forcefully way. So not a fan of this treble, okay, not a fan of this treble, but the vocal upper mid-range for me is just relaxed, laid back, okay. The whole IEM, if you guys know Hisenior, they are known for going with safe kind of signature, okay. I think this is one of the first attempt that tried to like doing something a little bit different. Most of the time, they are tuning near to the Harman target, okay, but this time around, they are doing something a little bit different. This is a little bit reshaped to me, and the treble, luckily, okay, luckily Hisenior know what they're doing. Although there are a lot of treble, but never come to me that is shouty, okay. But I still getting a little bit of fatigueness, okay, so a little bit tired of that because there are the informations, okay, the new details that was come to me was a little bit too much, okay. I would say that too much, like I did from the Anoli VX, okay. Not to say that this has a Anoli VX kind of detail retrieval, but that the way that they try to give it to you is a bit forceful, okay. It's a bit like take it information, eat, although you are full, still shove it to you. So that's the drawback that I find on this IEM. But overall, as a whole, if you guys love this kind of signature that you want warm, but then at the same time you still want your detail retrievals, okay, and the soundstage. Sorry, forgot to talk about the soundstage. Soundstage on this IEM is also quite well done as well, quite wide sounding because of the treble that it gives you that sense of wideness, okay, but might not be true, but just soundstage, a perceived soundstage, okay, so it's quite good as well. So you guys like bass, like this kind of detail retrieval, and you like great staging IEM, maybe this is an IEM to listen to. But for me, just alright, okay, just alright to me. Maybe it never hits me as very forward sounding IEM. Like I like forward vocal, hence not my preference, okay, not my preference, but maybe it's yours, okay. Let's talk about some comparison. So 1+6, you have a lot of things to compare to, okay, a lot, because hybrid IEM, which is there are a lot of great sharks out there, okay, great sets that already achieve very good market and have a lot of lovers out there. So first, which is the Zen T2 or Mangrade T2, my favorite IEM under this price category and also this configuration is a 1+6. The faceplate is so nice looking, is in black and a little bit of flicks, okay, shining flicks, and the shape is very comfortable to wear, and the tonality on that is laid back but still have decent amount of bass and good mid-range. It's a dark set, okay, it's quite dark, but I love it, okay, for J-pop, fantastic, okay, because sometimes the darkness also although I lose out a lot of technicalities, but that darkness just felt to me a little bit, I can listen to it longer. So comparison to this set, the bass on the T2 is also better. Yeah, actually it's not fair to compare it like this, because the bass on the T2 actually is better than a lot of other hybrid set out there. Yeah, so even if compared with the Canon 2 or all other hybrids, I haven't come across a hybrid in this price category that is having a better bass than a T2. So your mileage varies, but mine, I just felt that the T2 bass is fantastic. So, and it's totally different thing. That one is have excessive treble, but on the T2 is dark. So totally different side. So see which side that you are on. You're at the dark side, like Star Wars, or you are at the bright side. So this comparison with the T2, and maybe we'll talk about the Canon 2 as well. Yanyin Canon 2 get a lot of hypes nowadays. So Canon 2, the bass on the Canon 2 is, they have the quantity there, okay, but like I said in my previous review of the Canon 2, to me again the bass is not the most controlled bass. And I never touch the bass switch, of course, because it's already not very controlled. If you put it on, then God knows what it will become. So I never turn it on, okay, never turn it on, because I just don't like it. So as a comparison, this Canon 2 is the example of how good treble should have been. Okay, the treble extension on the Canon 2 is very extended. Okay, very extended. Okay, it doesn't like roll off straight away. It's just very extended, but not excessive. Okay, so just like the way that the Canon 2 do the treble, I really liked it. And if you guys have ever tried the Canon OG and turn on the switch for treble, yeah, you put it 011 setting or 010, the treble extension on that is good as well. So both the OG and the Canon 2 treble wise is good. Okay, they did it extended but not excessive. The Okavango just excessive. Yeah, so because the Canon 2 never come across to me is bright. Okay, it's not bright at all. And let's some other comparison. One of the other set that not a lot of people are talking about, the Audio Lokahi. Is it called a Mark II or not? I'm not sure. Okay, so the one that I'm talking is 1+6. Okay, it's not 7BA. It's not 7BA. It's 1DD with 6BA. So it's kind of a silent revision. So it's a 1+6 hybrid. A set that it's a very special set. Okay, that not a lot of people are talking about. Good bass, and it's not the conventional kind of vocal and detail retrieval, or even in graph. It will just look a bit weird. Okay, look a bit weird in the graph. That you might think that this set might be a little bit sharp or shouty, but it's not. It's totally controlled. Okay, controlled in a way that it's a set that I would say almost done to perfection. Yeah, really, I like the Lokahi a lot as well. Next to the T2. Okay, next to the T2, even more so than the Canon 2. If comparison, I would say that everything on the Lokahi is just done better. Yeah, I'm so biased. I'm so biased. The bass on the Lokahi is good, freaking good. They give you that exact, precise kind of punch. Okay, so of course, when it comes to messy track, a more busy track might not do the best, but if you're going with J-pop alone, okay, J-pop although sometimes can get a bit chaotic, but don't need our bass. So, but it's still able to give you that very precise kind of punches control. And the treble, if you look at the graph, you might think that, no, this is gonna be a very trebly set, but it's not. It's controlled. Okay, it might have a lot of peak here and there, but just nice. Okay, just nice. Again, not as excessive as the Okavango. And lastly, one guest of honor. Okay, this set was being borrowed, and I'm going to get one. Yes, the Zen Top. How does it compare? It's a 1+8, so not the fair comparison, and it's much more expensive than the Hisenior Okavango. The Top, oh man, just because I thought that this should be a very treble, very bright set. But to the contrary, no, it's not. It is not. It just blew my mind when I listened to it, because I initially thought it was supposed to be a very bright set. Don't know which review that I heard it from that it is a very bright set. It's not. Again, a set that has remedied the T2 kind of darkness. So I think added 2BA, added a little bit of treble, which not artificial kind of treble or just give you peaks all the way. It's just very, I would say, extended again. Okay, it's extended. So like I said, the Canon 2 treble is very, I would say, extended and good. This is even better, double as good as the Canon 2. So I would say, it holds in a lot of informations. Okay, I would say that one of the most detailed set in this realm, in this hybrid IM pool. So and then it's more detailed than the Lokahi, more detailed than the Canon 2, of course more detailed than the T2, and then it's also quite thick sounding. Yeah, the bass on here is, I would say, comparable to the so-called variation, moondrop variation, or maybe even better. You don't have the bass tuck, but it's a little bit, I would say, uncontrolled. It's quantity is there, but just hope that they have used the T2 DD. Maybe they're using different DD or the same DD, but it's tuned differently. This time around they have more quantity, but it's a little bit uncontrolled. So just that I don't have that very punchy, super punchy. It rumbles a lot, but it don't punch me very precisely kind. So too bad. But top is really another world. Okay, it's another world. So if you guys are looking for hybrid, just skip all those in between and save up a little bit more. Go for the top. Okay, my top recommendation. It's called top for a reason. So no comparison here. So sorry, it will just put the Okavango to shame. So no comparison, not fair. But I say again, this is how you should do treble. Extended but not excessive. So that's all for the video today. If you guys like the content, if you'd like to see more, coming soon, and like and subscribe. Again, hitting my 1,000 subscriber very soon. So yeah, thanks for support. Bye bye.